Cats is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, if not the worst movie I've ever seen this decade. And usually I begin my movie reviews with a funny, but really it's unfunny quip about the movie. So Cats is a catastrophe. This movie took a lot out of me. The musical numbers, the directing, the choreography, the camera work, the character designs, everything in this movie is truly awful. I wanted to leave this movie 2 minutes in, and there was actually a lady sitting next to me that fell asleep 5 minutes into the film, and I was super jealous of her. And she was also a bag lady, so she had a plethora of bags around her, which essentially barricaded me from leaving. This movie is legitimately making me angry and filled with hate. When the trailer for this movie dropped, everyone said in a collective voice, "What the hell is that?" And you think with the backlash that the Sonic movie got that they would redesign the characters, but nope. They're still just as terrifying and they all look like rejects from the island of Dr. Moreau. If only they could have based the designs off something and make it better. Oh yeah, the musical. Now there are some people that look good, like Judi Dench and Iodine McCluskey and James Corden Blue. They look and acted fine. But that's about 2% of the cast. The rest of the cast have these weird looking human faces on their cat people-like bodies and will probably become my sleep paralysis demons for years to come. When you look at the makeup and how it was done for the Broadway musical, it looks like the makeup artists spent their time taking the person's face and seamlessly blending it into the cat makeup. Here it's just a jarring mess where in some scenes it looks like someone just superimposed a human face on a furry's body. And the CGI is just off, especially for the dance scenes, which is most of the movie. In some dance numbers, the person's body would like move this way and then just a split second later, their CGI face would just stay still for a moment, creating this horrible uncanny valley effect. There's another really awkward scene where all the cats are in this theater and they have this dance battle and also the cats are humping the floor erotically. This movie is PG, by the way. The actors even try to move like cats in a feline manner, but when they move their arms, they just look like Ace Ventura when he got shot in both arms with tranquilizer darts. I actually looked up the track list, and Jellicle Cats is the first track on the musical. And in case you didn't catch that, don't worry. They're gonna repeat it about 5,000 times in the movie. Not only that, but they'll give examples over and over again of different types of cats. Like the Magic Cat, the Railroad Cat, the Village Cats, and my personal favorite, Cat Cat. It gets to the point in the song where it just sounds like the cats are just singing like Bubba from Forrest Gump when he talks about shrimp.
Lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp.
And that's pretty much every song in this musical. They would get the point across of what the subject matter was in the first minute and a half, but then they would just keep on going for an extra 2 to 3 minutes, to the point where you're just begging someone to pull the fire alarm so you can leave the theater. And they even messed up on the song Memories, which is the most famous song. It's like the Freebird of the musical. And Jennifer Hudson has a great voice and everything, but she's Miss Cats. Okay, I had to get that dumb pun out there. Her character is Grizabella, who is supposed to be this scorned cat who's older and ragged like a vagabond and street urchin, but she doesn't even look bad. Plus there's a part when she's crying while she's singing, but the way they film it, you can't really see her eyes and they focus more on her mouth. And so it just looks like snot's running down her nose, and I couldn't help but just focus on that. And everything is filmed in a medium shot. This is supposed to be an epic song, and it's filmed like it's from a public access show. Throughout the beginning of the film, there is a lot of shaky cam, like it's Jason Bourne. It's almost like they blew all their budget on crappy CGI and forgot to buy tripods. So you really don't see the dancing, but at this point, I really didn't care. Taylor Swift is in the film for only one song, which is a good thing. And the movie does one of the worst things that a movie can do, which is thrust you into a world that doesn't even explain itself. I had no clue what the point of anything was. Like, I got that they were all meeting up so one of them could be chosen to be reborn, but why? It just thrust you into a series of musical numbers that are ultimately uninspired and boring with a threadbare plot. I guess hoping that you could find some semblance of a story. It's almost like the director relied on you seeing the musical before you saw the movie to get what was happening. Like the trailer for In the Heights explains the movie's plot better than the entire Cats movie. Overall, I hope this movie bombs. Director Tom Hooper should be ashamed of himself, and everyone involved in this production should be brought up on war crimes. I give this thing masquerading as a film 0 out of 5 stars. Oh yeah, I've never seen the musical and plan to keep it that way.